Hello guys, Solhood here for what I hope to be a very short video. I just wanted to share the setup I'm currently using on a second character, of which ascendance as Lich, and I just wanted to show you how powerful this setup already is, considering the level of the character, and the kind of content he can already run on his own. So let's not waste more time. I'm gonna talk about the ascendancy first, so because it will be important to understand certain mechanics later. So ascendance as Lich, we start taking soulless form, so 10% of damage taken bypass energy shield. This will make sense later. And we get regeneration for our mana equals to 6% of life. Nothing more easy. Then eternal life. Our life cannot change while we have energy shield, so that node synergizes a lot with the previous one, by the fact that the 10% of damage that bypass energy shield is completely negated by any kind of hit because of the fact that our life cannot change. So this 10% literally means 10% damage less. Since we are already here, we can start talking about the tree. We rely on energy shield considering our defenses, so we want to boost the energy shield as much as we can. And crit chance, crit multiplier, and physical damage, considering the kind of skill we are going to use. Energy shield. This is the point we are going to allocate. Oh, the character is just level 67, even if the build can be used already from level 65. At least I'm using that since 65. On our jewelry, we just want to get general stuff like spell damage, critic chance, also if possible cast speed, usual stuff for a caster build. Again, physical damage, nodes related to energy shield, mana regeneration, we need a lot of that actually. Again, energy shield, crit chance. This node here, since we crit a lot, this is very useful for us. This node is the one allocated. Since it was very cheap, I choose this one, even if it could be easy to allocate it manually. This is anoint on the amulet actually. Other node related to crit. We need a lot of, since we rely entirely on our energy shield as defensive layer, we also want to get as much faster start of energy shield recharge as possible. That's because we want to lower as much as possible the energy shield recharge delay, which is literally the amount of time the energy shield we actually need not taking damage in order to see our energy shield recharge again. So that's why the future node we are going to take are all faster recharge or of energy shield related. Now we can quickly discuss about the gear. This helmet is the good helmet which synergizes again with our node on the ascendancy, eternal life, because of the fact that the base value on this helmet is 10% of damage taken by pass energy shield. Its corrupted version is not too expensive, so it can be useful to look for one of them, one corrupted version. And the higher is the damage taken by pass energy shield, the higher is the damage we totally negate, because we cannot take damage through our life, which cannot change. Okay, that was the helmet. I think the other unique pieces are the boots, and in particular the trample toe. These kind of boots have the unique affix deal 30% of overkill damage to enemies, and we are going to use a lot of this interaction thanks to the gems we are going to see later. For the one we just want to get spell damage, spell physical damage, level all spell skill, crit chance, cast speed, crit multiplier also if possible, And the Spellslinger skill, it's a useful bonus, let's say. If possible, I suggest to get that, because of the kind of spell we allocate into that Spellslinger. We see later in gem section. Almost same thing for the focus, energy shield, all spell skill level, crit chance, Caspid. On the amulet we just want to get level of all spell skill, crit multiplier, life, and spirit if possible. Now the amount of spirit we totally need is 181, but it's totally fine also having by removing the first clarity, having 171 allocated. So just to make you better understand what kind of amount of spirit you want to split between your armor and your amulet. That's the reason why you want to know the exact amount of spirit. For the body armor, just choose a energy shield base with life, spirit, and general resistances. Also, faster start of energy shield on the body armor, it's very useful. Then we can see the Seed of Cataclysms, very cool unique ring, so we can easily scale crit hit chance and crit spell damage bonus, having at the same time some chaos resistance, which is always good. For the other ring, we want to have Caspid, which is a good place to look for Caspid, and life, mana if possible, and try to cap the resistances as high as we can. For the belt at gain, life, mana, and resistances. I think the glove are the final pieces of this item section. Life, mana, resistances, and if you can get a pair with the crit damage bonus, it's very nice. And that was everything for the items. Finally, let's talk about the jump. Spellslinger, the skill that it's a permanent buff allocated which gather energy while we cast our spell, and once it totally reach its amount, or even before actually, it can deliver the entire set of skill which is allocated inside Spellslinger. In our case, we allocate Profane Ritual with Charge Profusion, Overabundance, and Boundless Energy, so you can get higher amount of energy. The idea is simply to use Profane Ritual on bodies we leave behind us, so we can get the power charges that later we can see how we are gonna use. Bone Cage, our main skill when it comes to clean packs of mobs, linked to astral projection, so it's not gonna be cast around us, so we can just choose the place. Spell Cascade, Rapid Casting, Heft, and Physical Mastery base damage boost for Bone Cage. Bone Storm, our main source of damage when it comes to bosses, linked to Rapid Casting, Consider Casting, Heft, Physical Mastery, Brutality. This way the skill work is very easy. We simply hold the button to channel the skill and then release the skill itself. Very easy. Vulnerability, the curse you use, manually casted, which simply enhance the physical damage we are able to load with the Bone Storm and Bone Cage, prolonged duration, iron curse, and efficiency. Then we have our custom critical setup. Now, on custom critical we want to have Detonate Dead and Bone Sharpener. This kind of support here allow us to basically the supporter skill trigger Bone Sharpener explosion on killing pin enemies. Have the Bone Sharpener explosion as well. Spell Cascade, Magnify Area, and Boundless Energy. Then we have our Ravenous Swarm, linked to Clarity 2, Calling Strike, bleed and admixture, convalescence, which is our one of our defenses layer, because in the moment our energy shield take a big chunk of damage, and we need to space between between us and enemies. We can just hit convalescence, so we get the instant recharge energy shield back. That's it for the actual state of the build. I just wanted to share this setup because eventually I will reference to that video later when I will transition into something different, and someone will ask what I used to level from one point to another, so this is useful. Right now we can see some late game content. The build and the character level 67 with just 2 ascendancy point is already able to run. I'm gonna show you the Atlas tree here. Normal tier 15 maps. As you can see, our energy shield do not recharges until we do not take damage for the 2 seconds we saw before. We can just force the recharges by using convalescence.